Hi, good to see you.
Hey, great to be seen. Great to see you as well.
Oh, lots of love.
So much, so much. What's going on, Kartika? Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me over. I'm honored. I'm
Yeah,
really honored to be a part of your platform. Thank you so much.
absolutely. It's like they say, one hand washes the other. You had me on yours, and now we do. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I had a very beautiful day today, and uh, something very, very surprising happened in my life, and I would love to share it with you.
Tell us.
So, yeah, yeah. So I was listening to Abraham Hicks and coming back from the town to where I live, and
Mm-hmm,
I was driving by myself.
mm-hmm,
And she was talking about how, if you're in your highest vibration and feeling,
mm-hmm.
whatever you want comes to you.
Right.
And, you have to align yourself. So, and a lot of other things as well. So, and I was feeling really high, vibing like, oh, so awesome. And then suddenly I'm like, okay, I want to eat an avocado. And I want to enjoy this time by myself because I've gotten, to spend time with me. So
Right.
I stopped the car and I opened the avocado and I'm like eating it. And then I like put it out. And this avocado I got for free, okay?
Uh-huh.
So I was, usually it's very expensive, but this guy gave it to me for free. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, awesome, I'm enjoying it. And then I turn on the car. And then the car's not working. It's like out. I was like, dude, what happened? I was in such a good state and thinking, I was like what, everything's been awesome. I've been sending like good energies. Like, how's the car breaking down?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, okay, feeling is the key. I have to stay aligned. And
Mm-hmm.
then I called my partner and I'm like, the car is not working. What do I do? He's like, ask somebody to jump start it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
before this also, like the network was not there. And suddenly the network came. I'm like, universe, help me out. Okay. And then the network comes and I call my partner and he's like, okay, go around
Mm-hmm.
and ask somebody to jumpstart. Probably the battery's out. So I'm walking on the street. It's raining, okay, and I'm trying to stop cars. Someone help me out. And then I'm like, I don't know what is happening. I said, okay, I'm gonna be in my highest state, divine self. Do
Mm-hmm.
what you wanna do. I am gonna be chilling. And then suddenly I am like trying to stop people. This guy comes out of the cab and he's like, yeah, yeah, I will help you out. And it's pouring, okay. And then he goes, and I also said to my spirit, I said, what I would like is that the car gets fixed right now. Okay. Very casually, I said.
Okay.
And then he goes and then he tries to start the car. Nothing is happening, like no light, nothing. It's like completely out. And then he goes out, he opens the bonnet, and then he just like does something with the wire, and it started. I was like, dude, it's like the odds are so bad. It's like there is no network in that place. I'm in the mountains. I'm by myself. It's raining, and this guy's like full power. I will help you out. He's like taking the car down. I was like, wow, man. I was like, universe, thank you for the signal. I was like, this is why it happened because the divine self is like, it's time, dude. Stay in your highest feeling, Stay in
Mm-hmm.
your highest feeling. That
Wow.
was a long story, yeah.
Yeah. No, no, thank you for sharing that with us. I love hearing stories like that. And I love, those scenarios where you don't know what's gonna happen. It's like you're leaving it open, you have no expectations, but you're just putting out that energy of like, okay, I wanna go in this direction. I'm releasing it, I'm letting go, you know, allow me to go in this direction. And then things just kind of magically fall in line. And when you said you were calling your partner, does Eustace kind of keep you grounded in those situations?
It is true.
Okay.
It is true. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, I would say like I can manage things. Like I was in a very good vibration, but I'm just, as I think I told you last time as well, I'm the youngest child in the family, okay? So I've always had people to help me out.
Okay.
But actually the truth is when I'm by myself, I function the best. It's like I'm so awesome, but I'm just so used to taking like support. If people are around me, I'm just like, yeah, okay,
Right.
it's like a community thing that starts happening in terms
Okay.
of everything. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Wow. So you said it started with you listening to Abraham Hicks. What about
yeah.
what about that message do you feel like assisted you in that particular situation?
Oh wow. First she said that I was kind, so I can tell you the whole concept that she's talking about in this book also. She's talking about how our desires, they come from our higher self. So
Mhm.
our higher self has already evolved and moved ahead into certain space, okay? And now the desires that we have are an expression of that. And the book is called Feelings is the Key. Let emotions be your guide. Okay, so when you are aligned with your higher self, you're in joy and you're in love and you're in peace. Okay, so she's mostly talking about joy and love a lot. And she's saying that means you're aligned with your desires. That means your thought processes are aligned with your desires. Okay, and as soon as you feel discomfortable, uncomfortable, that means you are misaligned with your desires and your thoughts are going upstream, of the flow of life. So
Okay.
you have to, all you need to do is you need to be relaxed with your thoughts, like thought by thought, just move with the flow of life. And then she's teaching how to think in these situations, which is like, just aligning yourself with love and like, that things are working out for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the main message was that I kind of received at that moment, which was very powerful, was that what you just like when you're in your pure essence,
Mhm.
then whatever you want, it's just happening. It
Mhm.
will happen. It will come to you, whatever you think is good for you.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It,
like, yeah, tell
and
me.
it seems like you don't even have to force it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's talking about effortlessness all the time. And she's saying just like relax, just like the more you lean back, the
Mhm.
more you're like, it's taken care of, the better it is for you. And that is the most important part. She's saying that everyone thinks that action control, but it's your vibration, that will get you everything. And then she's so directly saying, that your vibrations are your like way to your higher self and your desires. And the way she like kind of we can feel so uncomfortable about our desires sometimes. And when she says, that your higher self is asking you to do this and experience this, that's like so nice. It like makes you feel awesome, man. That is already there. That's why I asked this question, remember, to you, that do you think it's meant to be?
Right.
Remember?
Right. That was a great
Yeah,
question, you know? And
yeah,
it's like these are the questions that are the answer. Like questions are the answer. When we ask the right questions, we get different answers. So
yeah.
yourself that question and also just trusting, letting go, like you said, not forcing, but being able to flow, you know, wherever you go,
Yeah,
to relax. This is important. This is important.
it's so important. That's the key. It's like she's saying again and again,
Yeah.
allow things to happen. Yeah.
And Kartika, you said that sometimes you've maybe been uncomfortable with some of your desires. Have you ever had a desire that made you feel uncomfortable or made you feel like you didn't know if you should have that desire?
Yeah. So I have a strong desire of having infinite material abundance, like, two cars and, Tesla. I mean, it's very much aligned with environment,
Hmm.
but I think there's a deep conditioning that I've had on my spiritual journey, which is that, material things, like it's not, it's just a very strong desire. It's not something that I need, you know. And I've lived in the forest before living here. Like I have a farm and we are doing permaculture farming. We're growing all our food. It's like off the grid place, beautiful place. So
Hmm.
we made our own house with mud and like everything that was available from the land.
Hmm.
And so I lived there for 1.5 years around,
Hmm.
just like basic rainwater harvesting. And so I don't need like things, it
Hmm.
does make like things easier in a lot of ways. Like comfort is nice. And that's why I'm like, living here where I'm living now. Uh, uh, but like it gave me so much that life, and I can, whenever I want, I can start living like that. It's like it's very easy for me. But I have a strong desire of like experiencing like infinite abundance in terms of material things as well. Because I would love to like gift my mom like it's like maybe in Indian rupees it's like lakhs and lakhs of money and cars, whatever she wants. I would love to take her for like these shopping where she can just buy it without thinking.
Right.
And I personally would love to have that freedom of just like, okay, tomorrow I want to go to Canada for an ecstatic dance session, and just like book the ticket, don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I also want to have, I want to really like nourish Mother Earth by permaculture farming. This is something that we're doing, and I want to really expand it.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, it's just nice to have abundance, that you can, I know it's nice to have cars. It's just, it's so awesome. I think it's amazing. You can, instead of a diesel car, you can get like a solar car and, well, it's a great thing. But I have been working a lot on my alignment because somewhere I have had conditioning that, spirituality is not about material things. And, if we should have material things or not, it's like it, now I kind of very clearly understand that I think so I know it that abundance is also a spiritual evolution.
Mm.
Like if you cannot be spiritually evolved if you're not able to receive. And I have always been abundant, always been so abundant. Like I've always been given everything. Okay. Uh, but of course, like if I want to buy like 5 acres of land and have like maybe 25 people to work on it, to like just facilitating the process, I'm not able to do it right now. I should not say it, but it's like coding. It's happening.
Yeah.
But like those are the things I would love to do. Yeah, so now I see it like that. I had to kind of align myself with higher good, and it's a process.
Yeah.
Whenever universe wants to, like as I said, like I have everything. I always feel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I kind of get into that zone of pushing.
Yeah. Yeah. We all
Yeah.
do it. We all do it. I think that's part of kind of like, human nature. We want to expand just like everything is expanding, the universe is expanding. And so we have something within us, I feel, that causes us to seek more expansion. And I like how you said, Kartika, that it's not selfish desires. Like you want to spread this in other areas. You want to, of course, have that convenience of being able to live the life you want to live effortlessly, to be able to do things you want to do more effortlessly without having to worry, without having to stress, without having anxiety. And then you also want to be more in service. You want to use your wealth to help others, to bless others, and to also have more quality time with your family, taking them on trips, doing things for them. I don't think this is a selfish end. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the problem is that there's a deep conditioning in like spiritual world where people don't associate spirituality and materialism together. It's like they will be like, oh, there must be something. Like they will judge you instantly, like very rich and spiritual. I think so. That is the yeah. You agree, right?
Wow. Wow. So what got you past that uncomfortability or past the self-judgment over yourself to say that, okay, this is a worthy desire. This is something that I want to manifest. And, what got you past that in your own mind? Because we can be very critical of ourselves in that way.
Yeah. I think first is the that it aligns with the higher purpose that I think really helps me a lot. And the second is basically I Abrahamics also says that everything comes from the self, and the self and the like I know it, it's like self, you and me are the same, you know. So, and I need to first nourish myself, and these desires come from my soul, and so I just respect them. And it's like we're living in an imaginary world, you know. So why not act and create like anything? And then there's something that really helps me a lot as well is Jasmine said once that, you know, duality is like a very small part of, you know, the whole these dimensional plays that we are happening in infinite dimensions, you know. So I'm like, yeah, it's like such a tiny small part. Like universe is so freaking abundant. Like it wouldn't care about like $1 million money. It's like the least of it worries you know, to give to anyone. So I think that kind of helps. Like it's just like a play, you know, game.
Wow. Yeah, just playing, you know, it is a grand game. Like, I like how, you know, people like Shakespeare. I was saying this the other day to one of my good friends here, that he was like, all the world's a stage, you know, all the world's a stage, and we are all players, you know, on the stage. We're all just in this grand play together, you know?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
story. We're all playing this game. We're all leveling up in our own ways, you know. We're all pressing start. We're all putting that coin in, and just we just keep going. You know, we just keep going and we keep growing. So when it comes to you, what you just said was powerful, Kartika. You said like it's something that your soul wants. So it wouldn't be given to you if it was something that wasn't in the highest good for humanity, for consciousness, for the collective. You know, it wouldn't be given to you if it wasn't something worthy of following.
yeah, yeah. But there are so many times when people are also, you know, desiring for pain, and that's how they manifest it as well. I think. I mean, yeah, harmony, chaos is harmony at another level. So yeah, it's. I think it's just the soul wants to experience different things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so what do you feel like is most difficult for people when they're getting out of their comfort zone, or when they're taking that step? Because like they say, half of attraction is action. You know, the action, the word is inside of the word attraction. So when it takes to like taking that extra step beyond your affirmations, beyond your meditations, but actually walking the walk, you know, what do you feel like is most difficult?
In walking the walk, what is the most difficult? It seems very easy actually now, but if I've been blessed, you know, I've been so blessed. But if hmm, what's difficult?
Hmm. I love that you're taking your time.
Yeah, because I don't know, things have been easy, you know. It's
Right.
yeah, you know, there was a time in my life when I really suffered mentally, like insane levels of mental discomfort. And even then, I thought it was easy. The pain was there, but it was my choice, you know, to make it easy or not.
Hmm.
So that's how I truly feel. And I think that the most powerful thing that I have in making everything easy is the love energy, you know. It makes it it's I'm gifted with that. I think I came on this planet with it. And if that's coming out, then it's so easy for me to like manage my mind. And
Hmm.
so the way I play is I just like allow it to come out. Like
Yeah.
it is like a key, you know, in me that okay, it's pouring out now. And then I just like work with my mind.
Yes.
Um the just few days before, if I had to think of like, you know, if there was some discomfort or something that happened just few days before, I was like, someone said something and I was like angry, you know, at them, that why did they say that? And then I came to her and I was like, it's me, you know, it's me, it doesn't matter what they did, it's me, I have to like align myself. And then I was just talking to my partner. I was like, oh, I feel so. It was before the interview with you actually. And I was like, it's like, I don't really care. I told my partner, I don't care what they said, why they said, but I need to look within myself. You know, that's how I always try to work on things.
Right.
And he said, just breathe very deep. And
Hmm.
I just did that, you know, it's like just, did some yogic breaths, and I was like, oh, thank God, I feel good now. I was gone, the energy was gone. And the food helps a lot, man. It's like so much. It's something that I really want to put it out to the world, guys. What you eat is such a huge difference, and how much you eat, it's so powerful. How easy and how we become light, you know. I just like I ate fruits for 1 year, and then after that, I wanted to taste some foods, and I was tasting, and that month of tasting was so different compared to like just eating fruit. And
Mm-hmm.
I say it out for myself as well, you know, to like make myself more aware because experiences are so fleeting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if your body is, you know, at ease, it is so powerful. It's like, and I'm, it's like when you eat just like liquids or breath, it's like, I'm sure it's another level of things. So,
So your partner, he told you to breathe. You changed the frequency. You know, you
yeah,
changed the flow. You changed it.
yeah,
But just
yeah.
even like that, just by sinking into your breath, by being aware of your breathing, you placed yourself back in the present moment. You know, that's the gift that keeps on giving. It's always there. You know?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just realized something as you were speaking. So, okay, here's my theory. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
so Kartika, it's not just like blind faith. I feel like it's not even just a positive mentality. It's also how you speak. It's how you speak. Because if you observe, you know, just a little bit ago, I asked you a question. I proposed to you, what has been the most challenging about this? What has been the most difficult about this? And you paused for about 2 or 3 minutes. You paused because you actually had to wonder and process that word difficult, that word challenging, because that word is not in your regular speech. It's not in your spectacular vernacular. You know, you have conscious language. You're using your language as even like a cushion, like a shield against negativity. Your language is shielding you from the things that might keep other people down. Through the voice, through your sound, it brings more all around. You seeing it in your everyday because you're saying to yourself that way. You say, I am blessed. I'm so lucky, right? It comes easy. I don't know why it's always been this way. And you're speaking stuff like that every day. How could it not be easy? How could it be less? How could you not be lucky when you see that way and when you speak that way? It's like, whoa, it makes sense now.
Yeah, yeah, certainly, certainly. It's like I feel that words are spells, you know, and it's like I since whatever I went through mentally when like 4 or 5 years before, I really had to reconstruct my mind from where I was because it was so broken. It was like one step ahead and I'm insane. It
Mm,
was there. Like that's what I felt at least. And so from there, I had to really bring it back to beauty, you know. I had to like just shift everything. And I'm still in the process. It's an ongoing process forever. And in that process, I realized that the way we speak makes so much of a difference. And we're constantly creating our reality. And I use affirmations. I used affirmations since then. My whole books are filled with affirmations.
mhm.
I put it in my rooms because I know that, you know, we are seeding all the time, and that those plants grow. I have experienced so much in my life, so much conscious creation. I'm still understanding so many things, and it's beautiful. Yeah, but it's conscious creation that I did with like, you know, shifting my mind here and there.
Okay.
So yeah.
So would you say with this conscious creation, you know, with your conscious language, with the words that you speak, was it first something that you had to put effort? Was it first something that you had to be more intentional? and then somewhere along the road, did it become like more unconscious?
Yeah, yeah. I really had to put in a lot of effort. I had to break my patterns because they were so heavy. So I would wake up in the morning and my mind would be full of these like really damaging patterns. And imagine you're like with a friend and you wake up and you have all these thoughts going on, and then I have to do my breath work. You cannot say, I was not very comfortable with telling this to people. I always kept it to myself. And so I'm like doing all these breath work, just trying to align, just trying to work on my mind. And now when I wake up, it's so amazing. I'm always in gratitude. I always wake up like with my affirmations, it's like at the center of my being, there's this infinite amount of love, It's like sometimes that is running, sometimes I feel like this divine presence, It's like just like waking up with so much love and gratitude. And it's been a process and a lot of effort in the beginning, less effort, and now it's effortless.
Mm. So first
Yeah.
it's a lot of effort, then less effort, and effortless. It's like, I love the analogy, Kartika, of kind of like you're pushing up a boulder. Imagine pushing a boulder up a hill, right? And at first you're straining, you're like pushing it up, like the myth of Sisyphus, you're like pushing it over, and it's a lot of effort in the beginning because it takes effort to get it up there. But then once it gets over the hill, once it gets over the peak, now it's rolling on its own momentum. Now you don't have to push, now you don't have to have effort. Now it's effortless. So
Yeah.
wow, what's like uncomfortable in the beginning can become comfortable later.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all the seeds grow. Yeah.
Okay. So you see the seeds have grown. So now you're harvesting abundance for all the seeds that you planted years ago when nobody was watching, when nobody knew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. When it comes to you, your affirmations, your manifestations, for you, do you place value more in visualization, in writing things down, in speaking things? What has been the most powerful for you, you would say?
Yeah, I think I did a lot of mirror work. So I used to look in the mirror and then say it, and that is very powerful. Like that
Oh,
like works very fast. And yeah, but it's just very easy for me to write. It just like comes out of me. So that's the thing that I did the most. But like speaking it out and saying it, I think is more powerful, I feel. Just because you're so present, I think. And just recently, after doing the plant medicine, my visualization has improved a lot. Like,
mm,
oh, like I just like I can transfer myself, but I haven't worked on that faculty so much yet. I would love to, but
okay.
yeah,
And which particular plant medicine was the assistance for that?
the same one, ayahuasca.
Okay, okay.
It
Wow.
changed my life.
Oh my gosh. And it seems like
One,
so many lives, you know?
huh? Yeah, 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 for sure.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I've never had that, but I mean, I hear that that's definitely something that on many levels, it shows you what you're ready to see.
Yeah, I think so. Again, the experience was so blissful for me. It was just yeah, I did affirmations before that, saying that I want to learn through love, and I prayed, to Mother Ayahuasca. I just like hugged her, and then it was just like rainbows, only rainbows. I, I went into the experience, and I was like, do whatever you want to do, divine, the way you want to work. I just like that's how I went into the experience, and it gave me answers for everything that I wanted, like every question that I had. It gave me answers. Gave me the experience and so much more. So much more. As I
Wow.
was sharing in the last session as well. Yeah.
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 What could you say was one of the most profound questions you had that it gave you an answer for?
Wow. I before the experience, I was sitting with myself and I said, I would love to see life from a point of view where everything seems perfect all the time. You know, it's like an expanded point of view where
Mm.
I'm able to see the perfection of like everything, and it showed me. And then
Told
since
you.
then I can see, yeah. So basically, there was this elder person in the experience, and he was, I could see his suffering. He was suffering. He was so scared. He was going through this process of. He was so old that I'll die. And hi, our friend is there.
Hey
um,
there.
uh, yeah. So she was yeah, he was kind of going through this experience of like, oh, will I die, will I die, and I knew it. And at that time I was in the spirit realm, and I was really like, the mother ayahuasca was with me, and it was kind of merged in my higher self, and mother ayahuasca had merged in.
Mm.
And I was kind of like, I just like went to see. I was far away, but I went to see through my spirit. It just went there to see this person who was suffering. And she said, no, don't tell him anything. It's his choice. And it was, I mean, it's because it's more of an experience. At that point, I saw that his suffering was perfect and it's all right, because I was so centered that I could see it from that space. And since then, like when I see people suffering, I'm like, it's okay, it's all right, And that's so powerful because people's suffering was like not easy for me. I
Mm.
would always like, even I think the most difficult was my mother's suffering. So, people, so many people are living in their really fixed patterns, and they have these like energy blocks, and I can see it. And through a different experience that I had on psychedelics, I saw a lot of my mom's pain was in me. And that was like, that has been the most empowering thing in my life as well, in a lot of ways, because it kind of guides me to stay in my highest vibration. I'm like, okay, that's the only thing that I can do for my mother. If I want to liberate her, it's my vibrations, and this is like one of my guiding force. um yeah, but like, since that experience, since I saw it from this space, like, it's I can't put it in words,
Yeah.
but I saw it, like how it was just okay for people to suffer and be in that, struggling space. And
Mm.
it's their choice, and it's all right. It's like just experience.
Wow.
And and then since then, I'm just like, yeah, sure, it's okay, it's all right. And I see people, and I'm like, it's okay. And
Wow.
that's so empowering. Like, that's really empowering. Yeah.
Super, super
So,
empowering.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Yeah. You know, what a vision, what an experience, what a download,
Yeah.
like what a realization to have, especially, having such a big heart, having so much empathy and feeling other people's feelings and suffering other people's suffering, when you're able to be shown suffering on another level, to where you can have that compassion, to where it's okay, to where
Yeah.
you're not like put down, or you're not allowing yourself to be like, oh man, what do I do about this? Understanding that it's our choices, it's our experience. That's powerful. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, very powerful and very grateful as well. So grateful for, to be shown, I feel I've been so guided and so blessed. I cannot say how much. There were so many other answers also that came to me. My body just, the energies went in and healed my body. It's like it was so many things. Like, my kidneys were like really working hard because of the fasting and everything that I'm doing to my body to clean it.
Right.
And I don't know much, okay? Like, I don't understand these things so much. I'm just like, okay, this feels right to do. So, okay, let's go into the fruit diet. And because there's so much confusion in the world. And so I am, just like following that path. And my kidneys were not doing good to, like, ayahuasca and just like healed it, like healed it. And it put such a strong feeling and impact on my mind that it's taken care of now. And even my teeth. It's like I've had issues with my teeth. So even that, it's like healed a lot, and it's just like now there is this faith for my kidneys and for my teeth that it's taken care of. And that faith is, the most important part in the healing.
Mm.
So and I've had like, I've been doing all these things because I want, as I was sharing before, the body integrity, this is something that my soul also wants to have. It's like just like really strong, energetic, powerful, healthy body. And all of that also, it just showered on me, that you got it, like you have it, it's like such huge shifts in my consciousness.
Mhm.
Uh, Very powerful, very powerful. It showed me visions also, like of my future. Uh, yeah,
Visions of
and of my future, like, yeah, it showed me like permaculture farms. Like it was so powerful. Like I saw it and I was like, oh my God, it's like making it happen through me. And is this when I did like another psychedelic as well, even at that time I was really guided into like doing things for nature.
Mhm.
And then all these community thing happened, and I bought a land and like started doing permaculture farming and just like minimalized my life completely. Like I use no chemical products, like not none at all. And I think maybe one or two here and there, something, if it comes in the thing, but I don't use anything on my skin, on my hair. So and just with like my day-to-day life also, like composting toilet that I read that we had made. And I think my car is my blessing also, is the only kind of a small thing that kind of goes in the environment and does some things. But I think with like my channel, I'm like talking about veganism a lot, and a lot of people have changed into changing their diet to vegan diet because of um, the comfort of the car that I have. It really helps me to compound my impact on the planet. So that's how I see it. Like, okay, I'm doing a little bit here. I have to walk on some ants, but like I'm kind of like giving out on in the other space.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So
So
like what they call like reducing our carbon footprint, you know. I see.
yeah.
I see. So wow, it's so you're saying it was like a fortune teller. It told your fortune.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's and I think all of this was like the mellow parts. The most beautiful part was experiencing Mother Ayahuasca, like the spirit of Mother Earth.
Mhm.
I just melted in love. I just melted in love. And that space was so powerful. It healed me from the depths of my being, just that vibration. And I remember this conversation with of Jasmuheen where she was talking about how once she met another goddess. I can't remember who she was, but the goddess was walking, and then she was walking, and then she showed her this land of war, and some I think it was Hiroshima Nagasaki kind of a space where some nuclear bomb was there, and Jasmuheen was walking behind her seeing this. And then as she walked, the whole place like just bloomed up,
Mhm.
and Jasmuheen was walking in the bloomed up space. And she has this really powerful quote which she says, there is this vibration, the divine vibration, and whatever it touches, it changes into its original form, and so
Can you say that one
for
more?
her, so the divine vibration that is there, as soon as it touches anything, it changes into its most original space, and it's like she puts it so well. I'm just like kind of trying to put it out.
Mhm.
And she also said that as the goddess was walking and she was walking behind her, her love, created this amazing land for Jasmuheen, because she shared so much, this love. So it was something like this. that I experienced with Mother Earth, she just, wow, like she just like put me in her hands, and oh, it was like I'm like, I cannot put it in my,
Yeah,
cannot put it in words.
yeah. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Like you,
yeah,
how do you describe being held by the hands
yeah,
of
yeah,
of all there is? Like wow.
yeah, yeah.
And you
And
were
and huh? That one experience, it took away all my fears.
Mhm.
It took away, everything that I didn't need. It was, wow, it's like, uh, divine is so powerful. It's so powerful.
Oh my God. Would you say that do you feel like this experience you had, and thank you once again just for being so transparent, so expressive with your experiences. I really just enjoy the way that you allow yourself to just open completely, totally open yourself and really express these experiences to bring it down to a level where somebody could try to process what you went through because it's amazing, you know? It's amazing to even fathom that we can touch that. We can touch that sort of divinity and come back. You witnessed it and you came back to tell the tale, you know?
Yeah,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
So I have so much gratitude. I mean, I will also say you provide such a loving space, Jerome. It's so beautiful. It's like the conversation that I had with you at that time, uh, which it was so so beautiful. It expanded me so much. It's like you 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 held me in a space also. It was like so nourishing. It's like uh, yeah, it just woke me up so much, and brought in so much faith in myself, because it's like we're always in the process of growing, always, always. And like some people, they just like um, allow you to believe in yourself more and more. So you have it in you, man. Your energy is like so so beautiful.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we can do this for each other. I'm glad we hold this space for each other. Even everyone who's in here, everyone who's listening to your words right now, everyone who's witnessing you and your most vulnerable, like they're all holding this space with us. They're in this container with us.
Yeah.
And yeah, like when you're talking about this, Kartika, I'm listening to you and I'm just like in awe of these experiences because when you're talking about how Jasmine saw this goddess and how this land was prepared for her and everything that she put out, all the love she put out, all the energy you put out, it's all coming back to you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, there is this really powerful meditation from Jasmuheen, which is feeding each other of the energy of love, something like that.
Mm,
And wherein, I think you must know it, like she's just like guiding you to send out.
mm.
And I think with like yogic breath, if you're doing it, it's just, for me, it puts me in this like really amazing space. Then I think whatever it's like you send out, and then it comes back from some other space at some other time, and it's like it's the best thing. It's the best game. I would highly recommend everyone to do that. It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's like, what would you say? It's like drinking from like the nectar of God, like that that essence or whatever it is that puts you in that blissful state where you understand at a deep level that all is well, you know?
Yeah,
You can't teach that to somebody. It's like it has to be experienced. Yeah.
yeah, yes, yes.
So, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing these experiences. Thank you for just pouring yourself. I know we said last time like we can see how much love you've put in your cup. You filled it back up. Like you filled it to the brim so much that it's oozing off of you, and it's just like,
Oh,
you can't help but spread it. You can't help but give it because that's all you've put inside over and over and over again. You know? Yeah.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. It's like this is the only path that I know. I I don't know what else to how else to make things happen in a beautiful way. So that's like it's my guiding force, you know. It's like, okay, if I do this, things work out really well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wow.
yeah. So I do this.
You, you found the formula. You found the equation. You were like, okay, this equals.
Oh.
And then, you know what? Earlier you said one thing I was actually quite interested and curious because you said that it also fixed your teeth. You said you had issues with your teeth. What was it that it fixed about your teeth?
Well, Um, okay. So I basically before the experience, I was transitioning into, I was eating fruits only, but I was somewhere eating nuts and all of that. And then I was like, no, I don't want to eat any nuts. And so then there was, yeah, I went to a party and then I was like dancing all night and I had a huge detox after that.
Mhm.
And I had very intense, like from the right side, I think there was some detox happening and I had like pain in my teeth, like full power a lot. Here, the whole thing, like, you know, because there was something passing. And after the experience, I knew it. It's healed and it's gone. Like, it's still in the process because there is some things that are still moving, but from where it was to where it is now, it's awesomely like upgrade, huge upgrade. And it's the same with my kidneys. It's like that one is even higher and stronger upgrade. Like my kidneys are so strong now. And that's the divine vibration, you know, and that's what I talk about with you. And I was like, okay, you do your food, you do everything, but be open to the miracles, man. It's they come, and you don't know in which. I was so scared before the experience. I was like, oh, no, no, I'm not doing it. And then this woman appeared, and I was like, she just like, okay, like put me in this thought process. She took away all these energies from me, you know, which were kind of making me scared. 2 days before the experience, and I was like, okay, I will do it. And I was like, for my teeth, I was doing the fast. So I did a 21 days juice fast before ayahuasca by chance. I was like, and then I experienced Mother Earth. I was like, wow, I have been I have been blessed for sure. So I was like, if things like this happen and I'm like so freaking scared, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to do this, the space, the people, what will happen. And then, you know, this woman appears, I'm doing the fast and I like go in the experience and things happen. I'm like, wow, it's like powerful, you know, it's like I have no doubts about anything left. So
I love that. You know, you said it too, Kartika. You said you had no doubts. You know, you were able to let go and just being open to the miracles. I think that's one of the most powerful things that you've said because we have to be open, you know. We have to, in order to give, we must also receive. You know, we have to keep that conduit open, that channel open for anything, any possibilities. And it's tough, it seems, sometimes when we place an expectation of what we think is going to happen or what we think should happen. When we let go of that expectation, it seems like we allow for the highest possible outcome. You
yeah, this is a very powerful learning for me, you know, especially as I'm growing my business. Like I'm really taking my business as a growth in my consciousness. Like there's no other way I could do it. And yeah, this is something very powerful. I think I can take from, like as you said, is that to let go of the expectation of how things are supposed to happen and allow the, like, you know, stay open to different possibilities, right? To for them to happen on their own, and from there comes the highest solution. Yeah.
because if you would be honest with yourself, could you have imagined, like,
No, no, not even 1%. No. I When this experience happened, I did not even know that something like this exists,
right?
like this vibration. I was full of love, you know.
Right.
But this level of love, I was not even aware of this. And that is why I'm like, okay, I'm open to more, you know. I don't know.
What next? What? Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know nothing.
Wow. That, and that's even right there, that's powerful. That's profound because as vast and as, expansive as our imagination is, we can't even imagine, you know? It's higher and higher.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that part, you know. It's like we don't, it's like every time I'm like, oh, oh my God, I thought I was living a good life. And what is this? It's like it just keeps getting better and better and better. Like, okay, okay, all right, I'm open, you know. Show me what you want to show. Show me. I'm open to everything. Show me the magnificence of my being, you know.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. So you mentioned, Kartika, that you were at like a party or a gathering or something and you were dancing, you know? This is one of the things that I feel like is one of your highest forms of expression when it comes to watching you dance. It's just amazing because you really put your whole being into it. You know, you let yourself go. And it was very poetic. One of your reels I saw that you said, when the energy erupts, and then the dance, you said like at the end, only the dance remains. That's what you said. You said the energy within erupts and only the dance remains. I was like, that's beautiful.
yeah, I can't remember where this one was, but yeah, certainly I feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah, yeah.
think it takes over?
Yeah, yeah. So, as I said, like that part of my life where my mind was like gone completely, and I was trying to like bring it back. I use dance a lot, and I think I experience. I don't know what is Kundalini energy or like because words, you know, but I experienced this flow of energy, like coming in me,
Mhm.
and that was healing me. That energy was everything that was taking me forward to for everything. So when I dance, yeah, I connect with the divine. I am my highest self. I can just be, you know, I can allow energies to flow. I can play with energy so much. I can put out so much love, you know. It's like, yeah, yeah, you know, shower it everywhere. And in myself, it's just so such a beautiful experience to because I think also my body kind of knows
Yeah.
it from before. It's like it knows how to be in that vibration, and I just like follow with
Yeah.
like music. So it's like, yeah, something else takes over, and I just am like, yeah, you know, and it's also us, you know, taking over. It like because it's all the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
So
But you know,
would you even say sometimes that when you're dancing and it takes over, that you amaze yourself at what your body is able to do in those?
yeah. Definitely, definitely. I don't know what I'm dancing, and I'm like, I'm making very good moves, and it's only getting better and better. It's like, I don't even know that these moves exist, and I'm like channeling, you know, um, different kinds of art forms, and my body's like vibrating, like, oh, it's like, it just goes with the music. It's like, it just, I have no control. It just goes, it's like it's synchronized with the music, like completely. Yeah, and yeah, it's just beautiful. It's, yeah, I love it. I think it creates I'm able to give space to people to be loved, you know, when I dance, and that's something that I really love about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving that space. That is amazing. I can just see you now in my mind's eye, giving, having that dance with the divine. the dance with divinity, you know? That's a dance dinner, as we say. Like that's movement nourishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to be able to be channeling movements that don't even exist, you know?
Yeah.
Where is this all coming from? This is amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Wow.
think I'm also right now, I also feel that I'm in the process of like going into these divine downloads more and more. It's like there's something that my soul is desiring for, and it's like so beautiful. You know what I do every morning? I have put a tape of like all my dreams and desires, and I put it every morning. I listen to it, and just I also have this desire of playing one instrument really well. Okay, and you're already doing it. So I there's this guest who came and he just showed me how to play like Arabic guitar, and I was playing it and I was like, wow, so it feels like, again, this space that we receive. And I was like, oh, it's manifesting through the tape, just like put it out in the tape and it's just happening. So actually, I would really love to putting it out for everyone as well,
Mm.
that we can channel through music as well. And this experience I would really love to have, where it's, yeah, I'm sure you know it.
Yeah. Happening. It's all happening now. And
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, Kartika. Like, thank you for coming on here. Thank you for following your soul's desire. Thank you for being on purpose. Thank you for being in purpose. And just thank you for having this mission, just coming here and just effortlessly giving of yourself in a way that I know other people received it. Especially if I received it the way I did, I know somebody else did. So this is really amazing. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the space to share. I really deeply appreciate it. Like everything that you provide with your aura is like so very, very nourishing, very nourishing. It like it's yeah, it just like brings so much faith and belief in myself, and I'm so grateful for it because you are holding a space which is which is very divine and beautiful. And if someone from that space comes and give you space in their life, it's and like just your platform and your energy, it's like really, really, really nourishing for me. So thank you so much for doing that. These conversations, you have already healed me, in so many ways, to just because I'm able to express myself and you're receiving, it's so many times I'm like, don't know if, people can receive, and you're so understanding. So thank you so much for understanding me. I'm so grateful, so, so grateful for this. Yeah. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And before we go, I would love to hear, just let everyone know, everyone who was able to witness this and anybody who's even watching this after it's already been put up, what are your services? What do you have for people? And just any plans that you have for the future? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, what I offer is I help people transition into their dream body by changing their food as well as their mind. So it doesn't matter what you're eating right now, but just moving into cleaner and cleaner food so that you can clean your body, and also walking with the mind alongside, because it's very important that you align both of them. So this is what I do for people, and so I help you like lose weight, to detox your body, and just get into the space of love for your body. I do it in two forms. I do one-to-one coaching as well as we have membership. So this is what I offer. If you want to like reach out to me, book a call with me or something, you can go to my YouTube channel. You'll find the links. My YouTube channel is called Expand Love, and you can also contact me directly here on Instagram. So this is what I do. Yeah, and I would love to transform your life and have an exchange, or just like give, receive whatever the universe has to, bring. Yeah.
Mm, beautiful. And once again, that's Expand Love, expandlove.com.
Yes. So my YouTube is called Expand Love, and my website is expandlove.online. And if you want to book a session, it's like expandlove.online/fitbody.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. I remember when you were saying that, you know, you were in with the laugh yogis in the forest, the laughter yogis, the laughter you said expand love, expand love.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Yes.
So thank you so much once more, and I trust that we'll be able to do this again sometime because it seems like we only scratched the surface. It seems like there's way more to explore underneath. So beautiful.
Yeah, I would also love to have you and come and express yourself and share all these beautiful things that you have inside of you once, whenever, the universe aligns for us to share it.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too have a beautiful day. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for watching as well.
All right.
Lots of love.
Namaste. Take care. Bye bye. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful.